Hello, and welcome to Nature's Blueprint. It's often in times of real hardship, when the shelves are a little bare and the future feels uncertain, that we are reminded of what truly matters. Food shortages have a remarkable way of stripping away the superfluous and revealing the bedrock of our sustenance. We're forced to look past the fleeting trends and rediscover the crops that are truly dependable, the ones that ask for little but give so much in return. It's a lesson our grandparents and great-grandparents knew all too well, a wisdom born from necessity. During the Second World War, as supply lines were severed and every scrap of land was called into service, a quiet revolution took place in back gardens and allotments across the country. It was here that a certain caste of unassuming vegetables became the unsung heroes of the home front, quietly sustaining families through the darkest of times. These weren't exotic or fashionable crops. They were humble, resilient, and utterly reliable. They were the backbone of the Dig for Victory campaign, providing calories, vitamins, and a much-needed sense of security when all else was in turmoil. Today, in our own uncertain times, the lessons of that era have never been more relevant. These forgotten supercrops possess a remarkable resilience and adaptability that make them invaluable for the modern gardener seeking self-sufficiency and a deeper connection to their food. They are a living link to our past and a vital resource for our future. So, I invite you to join me as we journey back in time, to rediscover these stalwarts of the soil and bring their enduring strength back into our gardens and onto our tables. The potato was the absolute cornerstone, providing heavy yields and storing for months with almost no effort, a true provider. The sweet potato offered a double blessing, calorie-dense roots for sustenance and nutritious vine tips for essential greens. A true survivor, this perennial gave a reliable carbohydrate source, even in drought, asking for absolutely nothing in return. You know, cabbage was really a winter savior. Its long storage life, especially when folks turned it into sauerkraut, provided vital winter nutrition. Kale was the gardener's friend through even the coldest months. Its frost-sweetened leaves gave us greens when, honestly, just about everything else had failed. Not a scrap of the beet was wasted. Its earthy roots, nutritious greens, and those tender stems all found their way to the table, making sure nothing went unused. Carrots stored brilliantly and, their natural sweetness made them a welcome, healthy treat for children in a time of rationing. Parsnips were prized for their intense sweetness after a frost and, honestly, their remarkable ability to thrive even in poor soil. The turnip grew incredibly quickly, offering a fast harvest of both its pungent roots and its peppery, vitamin-rich tops. Often called swede, the rutabaga was a true hunger gap filler, providing hefty roots and edible greens in late winter. Dry beans were the pantry's protein powerhouse. Once dried, they could be stored for years, a promise of future meals. Pole beans were masters of vertical space, climbing high to produce a continuous, abundant harvest throughout the long season. Broad beans, or fava beans, braved the cool weather to provide one of the very first protein harvests of the year. With its tough skin, winter squash was a calorie-dense marvel, capable of storing right through the winter and into spring. The pumpkin was incredibly versatile, used in pies and stews, with its seeds roasted and the flesh even fed to livestock. Swiss chard was the definition of a cut-and-come-again crop, producing an endless supply of leaves with minimal fuss. A true nutritional powerhouse, collards were famous for their ability to grow and provide vitamins when little else would survive. Onions were essential, not just for flavor, but for their incredible storage life and their well-known antibacterial properties. Garlic was more than a flavoring. It stored for an age and was widely regarded as a potent medicine in the garden. Kohlrabi was a curious but quick delight, growing rapidly to offer its mild, crisp stem and perfectly edible, tender greens. And so, as we look back at these 20 incredible crops, we see they are more than just food. They are a testament to resilience, a blueprint for abundance etched into the soil by generations before us. By planting these vegetables in our own gardens, we are not just growing food, we are cultivating security, self-reliance, and a connection to a history of quiet strength. We are taking a tangible step towards a more sustainable and resilient life, one seed at a time. The simple act of planting a potato or a bean is an act of profound optimism. These crops are waiting to be rediscovered. They hold the same promise of nourishment and dependability for us today as they did all those years ago. Whether you have a large allotment or just a few pots on a balcony, there is a place for this history in your garden. I wholeheartedly encourage you to choose one or two, put them in the ground, and watch this living history grow. You'll be rewarded with not just a harvest for your table, but with a deeper understanding of the enduring power of nature. If this journey into our gardening past has inspired you, please consider subscribing to Nature's Blueprint. Your support allows us to continue unearthing these vital stories. And do share this video with friends and family. Let's work together to bring these forgotten supercrops back into the light, ensuring their legacy of resilience continues to nourish us for generations to come. Until next time, happy gardening.